Hello, my name is Oratile Mutise. I am a technology strategist based in Johannesburg, South Africa. I have black hair, brown eyes, brown skin, and I identify as an African female. I am wearing a white top.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rory Preddy. I have brown hair. I'm a Caucasian 43-year-old male, but you wouldn't notice that because I'm wearing a industry strength skin cream and anti-wrinkle treatment. And I have a white shirt, and I'm sitting here from my home office in Johannesburg.
Thank you, Rory. So I just want to start off by asking you to share a bit of your career journey, where you started, how that's been going, and what you do today.
But I wanted to find the moments that made my career stand out, and also how I use those moments to really uplift others. So the first moment, I think that was a distinct memory in my mind was the ability and the learning that I had when you shared feelings with an audience. So I remember I'm an accessibility advocate for Microsoft, and I joined Microsoft because of the accessibility focus that Satya enabled every employee. And one of the problems that I experienced is that being an advocate and being in my career, it was very difficult for me to convey the drive that developers and our customers need to have with accessibility without showing emotion. So I tasked myself. I said to myself, Rory, the next time that you go up into an audience, I want you to cry in front of them. I want you to reach down into the depth of your soul and bring back some memories in your career that were difficult around you trying to overcome certain physical disabilities and convey those difficulties to the audience, but be genuine in your emotions. And I cried in front of them. And the entire audience, all 350 of them, cried with me. And we just sat there for a moment, and there was 2 to 3 minutes of complete silence. And I thought to myself, this is genuine. So I established myself as a genuine moment in that sense. And ever since then, especially around with my career in developer relations, I've tried to look for those genuine moments where I can, instead of saying that I sold something or did something, but I had a genuine connection to the people that I love and engage with on a daily basis.
So you mentioned a bit about your work with accessibility in Microsoft. Do you want to share maybe why that's so important and sort of your personal story as well?
Okay, so I have achondroplasia, dwarfism. As a result, I'm 4'1", and I also have a few spinal issues. So in my career, as I progressed through it over the 23 years, I've also had surgeries that has made me have a long recovery throughout my career. So I look back at those times and I realized at the same time I had to find accessible means to carry on doing my work. I had to either use a wheelchair or alternatively find a comfortable position for myself to do my development. When I joined Microsoft, I actually was with one of our competitors and doing cloud-based, but we won't mention it out loud, but they started off as a bookstore. And I actually said to Microsoft, I said, why Microsoft? I'm quite happy with my alignment there. And they said, Rory, you need to understand we have a heart. And I Googled them and I did some investigation and I found out that a cornerstone of their corporate culture was accessibility. And I joined them predominantly because I felt that I could align my career onto a shared thought, a shared ethos around that. And it's been magical. Once I aligned that and I felt invested in myself, I found that the company was investing in me and our customers are also investing in this accessible journey. I could also look at and say, to our customers, align with Microsoft and let me take you on the same journey that we took to make our staff accessible and look at the tooling that we use on an everyday basis. I'm a content engineer. I create content that is accessible. And they say, wow, you're eating your own dog food. You're looking at accessibility through not a sales portal, but also through an engineering portal, and the developers can really smell disingenuality. Sorry, my private schooling is coming out, and that is one of the highlights of my career. Recently, I spoke at the United Nations, and I think that they could also see the genuineness in my ability to convey my story about overcoming disability and also engaging with people, because there's 1 billion people there with accessible requirements. We have one of the most profound footprints with our software offerings there. So we have also one of the most profound responsibilities to reach these people and establish that trust with them around, follow me, let's go on a journey together.
Thank you. So if you were to give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Bring happiness to everything you do, because when you're happy and you surround yourself with equally motivated and people of integrity, then reward can come from just being happy. People naturally want to gravitate towards the power of happiness, and being happy also enables you to be to establish trust with others. So create calm wherever you go, and this is a quote from Satya. Create calm wherever you go. Be happy. Obviously, be the best that you can do. Master your art, your day job that you have there, and spend time understanding your strengths, mitigate your weaknesses, and also look at the 20% that Microsoft enables every employee to do and say to yourself, I want to move the needle. Not I'm going to do the 20%, but I'm going to take that 20%. And by this time next year, I'm going to actually be speaking at the United Nations on how the United Nations can use Microsoft tooling to empower every single citizen that they engage with.
That is super, super, super cool. I think that also brings me to my next question. What has been the most pivotal moment of your career and why?
I think speaking at the United Nations, definitely. But the second point also is that I, as a Java developer, have helped Microsoft establish themselves as one of the key cloud providers for Java in the world. We started with nothing. 4 years ago, we were up against both internal pushback and external pushback. And what we showed is that Microsoft, being an open source leader in the industry, can also reach the 10 million developers that use Java on a daily basis. And right now, there's 1.5 million active users on Visual Studio Code using the Java tooling that we have at Microsoft. And we have 1,700 core engineers as part of the Microsoft engineering team. So the world doesn't look the same. And I would like to believe that that is also part of the ethos of Microsoft, that we empower others to assist us to take a dream of reaching our customers, and we do it together as one Microsoft.
Thank you. Thank you, Rory. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been great getting to know a bit more about you and your journey at Microsoft. I really appreciate you sharing with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.